Scientists are arguing that extraterrestrial beings, notably known as aliens, are trying to send messages to human beings, and we should listen to these messages. They even argue that these extraterrestrial beings, are packed with knowledge and information and, of course, intelligence. And we can, by listening to them, we can actually learn from these terrestrial beings. But what I find interesting is, number one, the source, of this information. Scientists, I think there's a website I was looking at on Google, trying to find out where you're more likely to, what job groups you're more likely to find atheists. Psychologists and scientists are more likely to be atheists. Psychologists, I'll have to do a separate video and explain why people into psychiatry tend to be atheists. It's to do with the occult, Sigmund Freud and Jung, and the philosophical principles which has occult associations. So I'll do a separate video regarding that. If I forget, please do prompt me and remind me. But I was doing a research to find out which job profession were more likely to be atheist. Scientist comes number one. Hence why you have this generation of people who found a new religion called atheism, and they hold that. Because they've been listening to their fathers, the scientists, their gods, the scientists. If the scientist says this, and they believe it, because science cannot be wrong. But what I find interesting, these scientists believe in extraterrestrial beings. They believe in spiritual beings. They're supposed to be atheists. They believe in spiritual beings. They believe in immortal beings, which is a contradiction. It's a total contradiction. But somehow, if science says, then it must be true. Even though theologically and metaphysically it is inconsistent and it's illogical. However, if you look at the biblical view, you begin to realize that they are playing with danger. Because, number one, what exactly are they contacting? And who? And what information will they be sending mankind? And what devastation are these metaphysical beings planning? What devastation? I remember I made a video, and I think I uploaded it. I think it was last year, based on a dream I had, that something horrible would come from the sky. Something horrible. And what's interesting, the Bible don't call it aliens. The Bible don't call it extraterrestrial beings, but it calls it angel of light. Demonic beings, demonic powers, masquerading as knowledge. We have examples of this angel of light. If you look at Joel Austin, if you look at his message, he sugarcoats it and it looks all pleasant. But the root of it, he admitted himself, the root is that he wants to appeal to everyone. He wants to appeal to the masses, no matter how fake he is, while hiding the fundamental truth. So he's willing to appeal to the masses, appeal to everybody, while hiding the truth. Because if he was to tell the truth, he would not have the millions of followers that he does have. He has Hindus and Muslims, even atheists. Joel Osteen can boast follow him. Even T.D. Jakes. And the reason being, they are copying the same principle. The same principle, spreading deception, fake knowledge, and hiding the ultimate truth. So we have to ask ourselves the question, what purpose? Why are they pushing this agenda that we, mankind, must listen to an alternative truth? Why should we have to listen to something out of space that we know nothing about? What knowledge are they going to be teaching us? What forbidden knowledge? And scientists, they already brainwashes us, groom us. They already tells us there's more than 1,000 genders. And people get, even the church now follow this principle, there's more than 10,000 genders. So if scientists can have that power to influence our behavior and our mind, what makes you think they won't have the power to tell us now, next step is you're going to listen to, occult science. You're going to follow it. Because we are told that in the last days, this total deception is going to be heavy and widespread. It's going to be prolific and prominent. And we can see it happening where you can't even look at the website now. You can't even look at Google or search engines, and you're finding out that scientists are telling us that expect an appearance from UFOs, from aliens with knowledge to give to us, and we must be prepared, to accept this knowledge. Well, I'm not going to accept anything. We are told to be careful. As to what we listen to, who we follow, and that's the reason why the church is in a very bad state. Creflo only the other day admitted that he lied and he was deceived, spreading false information, lining his own pockets. The people believed it, they followed him. Same as Hinn. Hinn admitted that he lied and he cheated and he hustled, and people, they still followed him and they believed him. So if they can follow flesh and blood and be deceived, imagine when we are, when we get this, not invitation, but when we get this, appearance, if you like, this visitation from these extraterrestrial beings who are 1,000,000 times more powerful. If you can fall for the likes of Creflo and Hinn, then you're finished. You got no chance. To withstand, dirty knowledge, dirty information. And I'm just thought it's my job to warn you, to be careful, because that's the agenda that I'm pushing. We must learn some new knowledge, from these extraterrestrial beings. These scientists, they're nothing more than occultists. That's what they are, and they're pushing an agenda. I don't really think they're atheists. I think they're Satanists, which my next video it's a very shocking, inspirational, statement. But I think these scientists, I think they are occultists. I don't think they're atheists at all. They have an agenda to deceive the world with vain philosophy and just to deceive people. What they're going to do next? Are they going to stage the rapture? Are they going to stage it? You know how gullible Christians are. Look at Kanye West when him and Joel Osteen did a strange revival. Look how gullible the Christian world are, where they fell for, what's that thing called, with the New Age Christian music, Hillsong. Hillsong, the founder of Hillsong, involved in all these sex crimes and came out as a liar and a thief and an atheist, yet the whole church still listened to their music, Hillsong music. If you could fall for something like that, the church really isn't ready.